Hello, this demo I'm about to show you is a step-by-step explanation of how to analyze a flash drive or a USB using Autopsy. The process to go about this is basically the same with the DataAnalysis demo video. Now if you haven't watched that yet, please do so. Now like in the DataAnalysis demo video, we start off by figuring out the name of your device on the Linux platform. And if you haven't already known, it is presented differently than what it would on a Windows platform. On Windows, it's usually a C drive or a D drive, but on Linux, it's either SDA, SDB, SDC, or so on. Now, one way to accomplish this is by running the command fdisk-l. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, sometimes knowing beforehand the size of your flash drive will help you figure out the name of your device. With that being said, my 16 gigabytes flash drive I'm using for this demo is called, as you can see here, is SDC. And after we figured out the name of our device, we go to the next step, image acquisition. In other words, we create an image or copy of the whole flash drive or just the partition. So we start off by running the DCFL DD command, which is an image acquisition tool, followed by an if option, which is the source path of the device that we are copying. Now if we go back to the output of the fdisk-l command that we ran earlier, we find that the path is /dev/SDC. Note that you have the name of the device SDC, and then you have the name of the device SDC1 with a number next to it. The device name without the number is the name for the whole device, and using this path will result to creating the image of the whole device. And the device name with the number right next to it is a partition of the device, and using this path will result to creating the image of the partition of the device. But in this case, there are no multiple partitions created, so it doesn't really matter which one we choose. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and just choose the /dev/SDC1 of my flash drive. So let's go back to the if option and type that down. After that, what we do next is type down the off option, which is the destination path of where you want to save the image copy. In my case, I'm just going to go ahead and save it to the under the root directory and name it flash drive partition.dd. Now I don't really have to write down the whole path since I'm already under the root directory, but it is good practice if you just write it down, especially if you're just new to the Linux command stuff. After the off option, we have the BS option, which is the number of byte size you copy per block. Here I'm going to type down 512. And next we have the hash option, which is a fingerprint of the device to ensure the integrity of an image. Here we write down MD5. And then last but not least, we have the no error option. This will enable the command to keep continuing on copying even after encountering errors. We press enter, and we just wait for a bit, and this is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the video and continue after it's done. Now that we got the image acquisition part done, we can go ahead and start on the analysis part of the video. So to start off, we go to the applications at the top right corner here, and then we go to forensics, then choose autopsy. Now it will ask you to open an HTML browser on the remote host with this address. What you can do right now is just right click this link and then choose open link. From here, press on the new case button. Under the case name, you can just type flash demo. Under description is optional. Under investigator names, here you can just list the names of the people investigating the case, including yourself. But since I'm the only one investigating, I'll just type one name, Ted. After that's done, you press on new case button again. If you see right here, right next to the case directory, it shows you the path of where you where it saved the case directory, and same thing with the configuration files. It also shows you the path of where it saved the configuration file for the case directory. After that's done, you press on add host. Under host name, you basically just input the name of the device that you're investigating. So we can just call this part flash_drive. Everything else at the bottom are optional, so I'm just gonna leave it blank. Go down here and then press on add host button. And as you can see, right next to the host directory also shows you the path created for the host case, and for the configuration file for that also shows you the path created for the host. After that's done, you press on the add image. Click on add image again, and under location, you input the location of the image that you created, which in my case is under my root directory. So we /root/ and I believe I've named it FlashDrive partition.dd. And under type, remember that we chose the device name with a number. As you can see here, I chose the SDC1, so that's a partition, so we choose partition. Here under type and under import method, there are three ways to import the image. Symlink, which creates a link of the image from its current location. Copy copies the image from its location to the directory. Move moves the files to the evidence locker directory. Your choice, however, is however you want to import the image. But for now, I'm gonna choose Symlink, and then click next. And it takes you to the data integrity part. Here, there are three choices to pick for the data integrity. Ignore, which ignores the hash value for your image. Calculates the hash value for your image. Adds the following MD5 hash value for your image. Now, it's best practice to choose to calculate, because by calculating the image, you can prove that the image has not been tampered with from the time that the image was captured until the time of the trial. So choose that, then press on add. Now this might take a while, so I'm going to pause the video again and continue once it's done. So once the calculation of the MD5 hash value for the flash drive image is done, it will take you to the screen or page where you can then start analyzing that flash drive image that we imported. Now note, I added 2 files in the flash drive for this demo video. One is a picture image called tennis.jpg, and the other one is a text file called testing.txt. Now I just did that so I can show you on how to go about finding those files and analyzing them. So once this is selected, we press the Analyze button here. Then up top, we look for File Analysis. Click on that. And from here, we just basically scroll and look for those 2 images that I created. So if we just scroll down, I'm pretty sure it's all the way down here, and there they are. Tennis.jpg, the picture image, and the testing.txt, the text image. So to analyze them, we basically just click on one, like this picture image file, for example. And down here it shows you what basically it looks like. And for the text file, let's go ahead and click on that and see what's inside. And inside it says you found me. And that's basically it. That's how you analyze a flash drive using Autopsy.